Hello everybody! Today our talk will be very short, but very useful, because today we are talking about whether it can be better to exchange your currency to the Czech crowns. The people of the Czech Republic support their national currency, and we think that it's very nice. But since this country is in European Union, then of course you can pay by euro almost in any places and for any services. But in this case, we would like to tell you honestly that the exchange course of the euro is not very well. Therefore, we recommend you use the Czech currency, because it is more profitable and more convenient. Well, or you can pay by credit card. Here you should decide what type of payment will be more comfortable for you. So, for exchange such currency as dollars, euro or other to the Czech crowns, you will need to spend some part of your time and find the most profitable exchange office. And the best thing is to combine it with walking through the historical places of the center city. It is the best to start your way from Warsaw Square. It means that you should to go to the underground station museum and then go out to the famous horse. Of course, as soon as you exit from the subway to the street, such exchange offices will catch your eyes. Everyone wants to make money and everyone has a beautiful sign. But biggest numbers of the exchange points have a fixed fee which is considered as a commission fee. The best exchangers, from our opinion and experience, are Arabic exchange points. Of course, ideal and honest exchangers do not exist, but among them it will be possible to find the more profitable exchange office. And if you start the search from the Warsaw Square, it is better to go to these places. And now we tell you about them more detailed. The first street is Opletalova. There are a couple of exchangers. Also, you can find more to exchange points if you go through the street called Politicky Vezna. First is located on the right, and if you go left and down the street, you can observe the second point. After that, you will get to the Indrišska street. Here you can also find about 4 exchangers. The most profitable is usually this one. There is often a big queue of people, which would like to exchange their money. After that, at the corner between the Warsaw Square and Indrišska street, there is one more exchange point, which is located near the metro station Mustek. Also, if you go ahead through the crossroad to Vodičkova street, you can find more 2 points on the right side of the street inside the Svetozor shopping center. And if in all these places you are not very happy about the price for your currency, then you can return to Indrishka Street and go to the Panska Street. There are several exchangers. They look like this: the first, second, third and fourth. Then you can go to Provaznitska Lane. This place is located at the end of Vatsal Square and near the Mustek metro station. After that you should go a little back and turn on the street which called Napshikopi, where you can also find next to exchanging points. Finally, you can go ahead on the street and you can get to the Namnesty Republiki, or Republic Square. Also, there is a metro station of the yellow line with the same name. And here there are two more exchanging offices, which are located at the Powder Tower and at the opposite side from the Palladium shopping center. This is approximately the whole list of the most honest exchangers, and it will be better if you check all of them, compare the courses and exchange your money in the best office. Well, now let's talk about the most important thing. It is about how to exchange your money to the Czech currency. And here everything is simple. You need to follow so-called golden rules, and in this case your chance to be deceived reduced in several times. The rule number one is always read everything that is written on the board of the exchange office, even that is written in the very small font. In the table where the exchange course is written, there are always columns with the type of currency which you want to exchange, and there are two main columns. The first called "Vybuy", that is in the Czech language "Nakup". This column shows the course at which the exchange office buys your currency. The second column called "Vysel", that is in the Czech language "Prodej". This is the course at which the exchange office sells you the currency. For example, if you need to exchange 100 euros for Czech crowns, take the euro line in the table and calculate. So, we have the course of the Czech currency per 1 euro from the column "Vybuy", and then multiply that course on the 100 euro. But if you need to buy any currency, then you need to refer to the column "Vysel". I think everything is very clear here. Sometimes inside of the exchange office you can find the VIP inscription. This inscription usually linked with people who making a large transaction. That is from about 20,000 Czech crowns and above. Also, pay attention to the various signatures. For example, commission charge or something like that. If it is written, it means that you will be pay a commission for the exchange operation. You should be always vigilant. So, the rule number 2. Before giving your money to the exchange office, it is better count in your mind or on the calculator how much money you should receive for amount of currency which you would like to exchange. And it is better to ask person in the exchange office to show you on his calculator how much money he will give you. If it's coincided, it's super. If not, then you either cheat or you have missed something. And in this case, it will be better to go to the another exchanger. Rule number 3. If you decide what exchanging point you need and you are satisfied with everything, then for the first, it is better to exchange the small amount of your currency. And if you are not deceived, then you can change all other money. Rule number 4. When you start the changing of your money, then don't hurry and don't fuss. Be sure to count your money inside of the exchanging point. And of course, check all banknotes, that is, everything is correct and without fake. In the Czech Republic, the denomination of banknotes varies from 100 to 5,000 crowns, and coins from 1 to 50 crowns. And be sure to check the fact that on the Czech banknotes always the denomination is written in Czech language. And finally, the rule number 5. Don't count your money on the street and never change your money on the street from the hand of any people. If it briefly concluded, then we think that all these rules can be called as standard, and in principle they should be worked in any country. Well, if you even deceived and you have noticed it and still don't leave the exchange office, then you can cancel the transaction and return back your money. You are eligible for it. But if the money changer starts a rebel and don't want to return your money, in this case you can call the police. But here the main thing is to be sure that you have been deceived and you have not missed anything on the information board of this office. And finally, we would like to say that if you don't have cash and all money on your bank card, in this case many people say that the best changer is the cash machine. Well, there are a lot of cash machines in Prague. There are in each metro station, on the street and in the shopping center. And we don't think that the commission for the card operations will be very large. At least it is not more than it can be in the exchange office. And always you can see how much money you have pulled off from the card for the certain operation. And then, of course, you can compare it with the course in the exchange office. So, it's all what we would like to tell you today. We wish you good luck in this not easy work, and we hope that this video was helped you or just was useful for you. Additional information you can also find in the description. So, have a nice day and see you soon!